Okay, so we'll start from where we have stopped in the last session. So we just discussed the plant, I guess, right, in the last session. Only plant we have discussed. Yeah, we discussed.
Actually, I disconnected in the middle.
Okay, okay. Yeah, and even I had a power issue on that day and could not log in back. So we discussed up to shipping point plant actually. We haven't shipping point also we have discussed. Shipping point we have discussed, and we have discussed storage location, like storing the goods under certain circumstances or physical conditions. Okay, so we need to start from here. Depot. Okay, so depot is like a say suppose Maruti company, and it has a plant at Haryana. Okay, so what they do generally, they might maintain the plant is in North India, but to cater it customers need, that means, see, always whatever we talk here, it is a B2B business. Okay, business to business. That means who are the customers of Maruti? That is uh, dealers, distributors, and institutional government, these are guys, right? So to supply the goods to them, what they generally do, they have a depot or stock ad, like this place where they will dump all the stock from the plant, and from there they deliver it to their customers. Okay, so depot, it's a premise. Depot is a premise owned by the company to store the stock and to distribute the stock, or they sell the stocks. Why? Because every company may not be have factory sales. That means companies may not be you guys can hear me, right, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, I
Okay,
can hear.
okay. Roshni, can you please check once your audio settings? I hope everyone can hear. Okay, or else, see, at any time, if you could not hear or see my screen or something wrong, just exit and join back. Okay, or just a moment, let me. Okay, so depot, it's a premise owned by the company to sell the goods and to distribute the goods to their customers. Okay, so why? Because many companies may not be having factory sales. That means customers cannot go directly to the factory and buy the products. And sometimes what happens is factories, the plants, the manufacturing plants or factories are located 100, 200, 500 kilometers away from the cities. So customers cannot go there. So generally what they do is they manufacture at the plant, and they store or they stock the goods at the depot, and from there they sell it to the customers. And depot is a premise which is owned by the company itself. The next we have C&F, carry and forward. You might be listening this terminology earlier also, carry and forward. Carry and forward, it's nothing but it's a premise. Carry and forward is a premise. With this location is owned by third party vendor. That means the person who provides the logistics or fleet support to the company. Okay, that means the goods what you manufacture, the logistics, that means the person who provides trucks for you, he himself will pick it and he will store at his location, and from there he will deliver the goods. Depot is a location which is owned by the company, and carry and forward, C&F, is owned by a fleet vendor. Okay, carry and forward, it's a physical location where we store the finished goods for easy distribution to the customers, but it's owned by a third party vendor. Okay, but depot, it is the premise owned by the company itself. Okay, and then next, storage location. As we yesterday discussed, we might be having storage locations like, say, finished goods we store at some players, or raw material. Okay, like this, we do have different storage locations, and we also know shipping point. Okay, so now you have some idea on the organization elements and what are they and these all things, right? So let's start seeing this everything in the SAP system, and let's see start configuring enterprise structure in SAP. Okay, yeah. Roshni, can you hear me now? Okay, great. Okay, see, I hope you guys are already having the SAP system with you, and this is called as SAP logon pad. Okay, this is called as an SAP logon pad, and tomorrow when you go to your work, say after recruiting as a consultant, on your desktop you should have this icon, SAP logon pad. You should have on your desktop. Okay, if you have this, see, you might not be having configuration details. So if you have on your desktop these things, you should ask for, you should send a mail to the basis consultant saying that send me the configuration details for my SAP system. Okay, if you don't find this logon pad on your desktop itself, then you should ask him to please install the SAP GUI on my system. Okay, but never tell him that, like, why? Because they can easily find out whether you're fake or something by just this. Okay, so you should ask them to send the details so that you can configure. You should not tell them, you should not ask your basis consultant to please come and configure. You need to go to properties, and in the properties, oh, not here. Actually, these are the details what your basis consultant will share with you, that is system ID and messaging server. These all things he would be sharing with you. So you should configure these things. You need to just go there and type it, so that ECC, whatever the name you have given, that will be shown in the SAP this box here. Okay. So if you don't find this logon pad in your desktop, you need to tell them that please install it. If you find this logon pad on your desktop, you should request for the configuration details, but you should not ask them to come and configure. Okay, why? Because an experienced person will not do that in general. Okay, so once you have this, so select this and click on the logon. So SAP, so the guy from where you have taken the SAP these things, this IDAS access. Okay, so he will be providing you the user ID and password. So now you know already that what is a client, right? I need not to explain you what is a client. So in the real time, as I told you, don't tell anything starting with 0 or 8 series. Stick to some figure, like say 101, 102, 103, 104, 106, anything fix to one figure. Okay, and log in with your the credentials whatever you have. Okay, see, whenever you log into the SAP for the first time, not for the first time, anytime, whenever you log into the SAP, the first screen what you see is called as SAP Easy Access. You see here, whenever you log into SAP, the first screen whatever you see is called as SAP Easy Access. Okay, and all the end users will work in the SAP Easy Access. Okay, as a consultant you will not have access to SAP Easy Access. This screen is accessed by only end users, but as a consultant, if you want to configure something, you see this space, this space is called as transaction bar. Okay, it's called as transaction bar, and in SAP everything can be either accessed through a menu path or a transaction code. Transaction code means it's like a short code. Okay, shortcut. So let me show you one simple sample. See, if I want to create a customer, okay, so I can go like this: logistics and the sales and distribution, master data, business partner, customer, create, and I click on this XD, this particular. If I click on this, system will take me to that particular creating customer screen. Okay, so this is called as menu path. The drill down what we have seen is called as menu path, or else you can directly go there if you know the transaction code like this. You see, it has taken me to this screen, right? But now in this transaction bar what you are seeing here, I'll directly type XD01 and enter. System will take me to the same place. So either you can go by a menu path or as a shortcut, like you can, if you know the transaction code, you can directly go there. Okay, and this is called as transaction bar. Okay, and at a time you can open 6 screens at the maximum. Okay, to open a new session, this is the icon what you should click, which says create new session, and you can create only up to 6 sessions at the maximum. Okay, you cannot create more than 6 sessions. And if you want to know in which screen you are, below you can set as this transaction. If you select this transaction, system will show you in which transaction you are. That means whether you are in a customer create or material create screen, where you are, system will show you that. Okay, so this is the introduction of the SAP system to be hands-on. Why? Because we have 1 or 2 freshers here, so already working guys, be patient. Okay, so as a consultant, if you want to configure something, as I told you, in the easy access only end users will work, and as a consultant you will not have access to this. As a consultant you need to work in a screen called IMG. IMG means implementation guide, IMG. Okay, so to access IMG you need to use the transaction code called SPRO. Okay, and you know, this question was asked for 6 years experience, Infosys, Pune. I hope I have shown you, right? Earlier I have shown you. This question was asked for 6 years experience guy for experience interview in Pune, uh, Infosys. You can imagine. Okay. So can anyone tell what is SPRO? Anyone? What is SPRO? Quickly. Why? Because very simple, right? Very simple question. No one knows. Madhuri, Vinod, Roshni. Oh my God. You don't know SPRO? Okay. SPRO means SAP.
Long form, I don't know.
You don't know? Oh my God. So why? Because see, as I'm telling, this question was asked for a 6 years experience guy. That means the guy who went for a 6 years experience interview, and Infosys Pune. And one of my document I showed you, that was the first question actually. What is SPRO? SPRO means SAP Project Reference Object. Okay. SAP Project Reference Object. SPRO. Okay, so as a consultant you need to type SPR in this transaction bar and plus press enter. System will take you to the IMG screen here. So here you need to select SAP reference IMG, select this. So these are the basic things actually sometimes they ask in the interviews, and in the same interview they asked what is LSMW. Okay, so you see display IMG. IMG means implementation guide. So you can see here you will see all the modules like sales and distribution, materials management, logistics execution, quality management, plant maintenance, customer service, and real estate. You'll be seeing production, you see production, and EHS, environment, health and safety, EHS. So you can see all the modules here which are there in the ERP suite completely. Okay, so first, irrespective of module, you need to configure the enterprise structure, right? So to configure enterprise structure you need to go to this. You see here enterprise structure. See, SAP provide notes everywhere. That means if you don't know about something, you can read the notes and you can know the purpose, and you can know how to configure it. This notepad icon tells you the documentation, what it is. Notepad icon tells what is the write-up of this particular configuration. Okay, and you can select this arrow, enterprise structure. See, first what we need to do is we need to define all the organization elements independently. Okay, first we will define. Once we define all the organization elements independently, then we assign. Okay, first definition and then assignment. So let's see in the document. You see here definition of organizational units in SAP. Okay, So first is, as I told you, the highest level, the highest organizational unit in SAP is company code, right? So first you need to define your company code. So how do you define that? Definition, and again you can see all the modules here, FI, logistics execution, sales and distribution, plant maintenance, all the modules. Okay, so which consultant maintains the company code? Who is responsible to do that? FI consultant.
FI.
FI, right? So you click on this financial accounting, and here you can see edit, copy, delete, check company code. Okay, you need to click on this clock symbol, IMG activity. I have mentioned this very clearly in my document. You see here, SPRO, then go to the enterprise structure, then go to the definition, then go to financial accounting, and there click edit, copy, delete, check. Then after that means click on the IMG activity, which like a clock symbol. So this is how I maintained complete menu path. So by just going through the document, you can configure very easily. Okay, yeah. So okay, so define. Let me click this IMG activity, and where we are now. So here see SAP best practice. In SAP, never you create anything new. Okay, SAP allows you to do that. SAP allows you to create new, but never we don't do that. What is SAP best practice is copy. SAP standard will be there. Copy it, rename it, use it. Why? Because all the standards will be copied from the standard to the new one, so that you'll not have any data inconsistency. If you try to create something new on your own, there might be some inconsistency in deliverables or something. Okay, so as a SAP best practices, always copy and rename it and use it, and again don't disturb any standards. Okay, so at this point of time, let me also show you one more thing. I have shared the config documents to you, right? So in what way this helps? This is going to help like I can say this is like a Bible for working guys actually. Okay, tomorrow when you're working, this will save you in your project. So enterprise structure, I have complete configuration, not only enterprise structure, complete SD of Maruti configuration, Maruti Udyog Limited. So here we are not defining company, so let's directly go to the company code. Okay, I'll show you here screen by screen, everything is here. In my document I had just mentioned the text like this, but in this document, Word document, that which you found in the config document, see this folder name is sapsd.rar, what I have sent you, and this folder I have sent you through Google Drive. So you check my Google Drive email. I hope you guys already downloaded it, or you can check the mail what I have sent through Google Drive. You will find that the name is SAP SDRAR. It will be close to 150 MB, something like this. So let us correlate the document and SAP system, so that tomorrow if you get any doubt or issue in configuring, you can refer this document. You see we have drilled down the same way, right? Gone to enterprise structure, then after we clicked financial accounting and we clicked on the IMG activity, edit, copy, delete, check. And what is the next screen open? It's asking like this, either copy, delete, check company code, or edit, delete company check, right? So as I told you, always best practice is to copy, double click on the copy, delete, check company code, and the standard, and this button is copy. The second button what you are seeing, the two notepad icon, this is copy. Okay, it will take time. Why? Because it's need to copy a lot of associated tables in the backend. So let me take you the next screen in the document. Let's see what it says next document. You see this is the same screen, right? It has shown, and if you see a little highlight on this particular icon, this is the icon you need to click. Once this is clicked, what will be the next screen? So this screen should be opened. That means system should ask you from which company code to from which company code you want to copy. Standard generally we take 1000, but see in the real time system will give only one. SAP will give only one, and that too that very country specific. Say suppose you take India, it is 4003 or something. You take UK, it is 2000. Like this, SAP has given per country one number. So in the real time, when the first time they buy the SAP, it will not give this all junk data. It will give only one company code. Okay, from that you need to copy and reuse it and leave the standard like that. Okay, so let it take time. It will take some time to copy. So when you copy, what happens is it's copying every table, every program from the standard. So we will not have any inconsistency when you are maintaining your own one. So first 1 week it will be little dry and we will go very slow until you are very much hands-on with the system. Later we will speed up. Okay, so standard, as I told you, will be copy from 1000 and give any meaningful name. And see, when you're copying this particular configuring enterprise structure, have a pen and paper and write it, whatever the name you are giving. Suppose say I want to give ZMUL. As we already discussed, it can be alphanumerical, numerical, or else let us put some 2, ZMU2. Why? Because I want to show you like it's an alphanumerical, or else you can just put only numerical or only alphabetical. But write it somewhere. You'll be confused and you cannot remember and recall later. Okay. So from company code to company code, you copy and press enter. That means now what you're trying to do, you're trying to copy all the settings from 1000 the standard to your own user defined object, that is ZMU2. Press enter. So system will ask for a lot of things like this. Press yes. For all, press yes. Okay, so currency, you, you need to select currency. So that is company code currency. What is company code? Which is registered under the 1956 Act of Indian law. But if you're in US, it is registered under the US Act. And what is the currency of US? It's US dollar. Like that. Okay, what are the, for which country you are implementing that currency country, select it. Okay, so press enter. So now let me also correlate with the Word document. Let me show you. So it asked for something like this and we copied from some that table to other table. So system asked for this, we pressed yes, then after yes, system asked for currency, then after it has shown me two like this, press enter. So this is the screen now system should show us if I press enter here. So I hope now you got an idea, right? So see, this is the, it say what is this, transport number range and address. Transport number range and address. So this document will help you not only in practicing at the IDA system, but in the real time also it will help you. Suppose that tomorrow you want variant configuration or rebates, batch management. Simply go there, follow here. Okay, you have everything, every topic of sales and distribution is here. Rebates, packing, right? Stock transport order, variant configuration, lot of topics. So this will help you for the working guys to solve any kind of configurations. Okay. Okay, so now I'm closing this document. Okay, I just want to introduce that document to you, that's it. Okay, so let us quickly go ahead. So press it again, it will take some time and copy all the tables in the backend. So you can see here in the below 5% of tables copied. Like this it will copy lots of tables. I hope only Arun, you are fresh to SAP, right? You are new to SAP, and Jagdish, you have a little idea. Jagdish have a little idea, and
Yes, Praveen.
oh yeah, and Roshni, you have some idea for until little some topics, right? Okay, so Madhuri and Vinod, little patience, okay, for few days, one week, okay. From there later on, we'll catch up our pace.
Yes, actually, in my current organization,
Mm-hmm.
we are doing localization for Argentina.
Argentina,
So
okay,
we
okay.
are actually the customer is of US, but
Mm-hmm.
they want to expand their business in Argentina. So we are creating new company code
Okay.
right from scratch.
Oh,
Yes, just extending all the cells of company code, etc.
okay, okay. Yeah, and see, very important thing actually, now we have selected a currency that's called as company code currency, right? We will also have one more currency that's called as customer currency. Okay, we'll see it when it comes in the customer master, but let me give you some idea by the time it opens actually. See, company code currency, that is your currency. That means in which financial transaction what you do, you declare tomorrow your profits. So tomorrow profits, how you declare? If you're in India, you tell that my profit is 500 crore Indian rupees. If you're in US, you tell that mine is 1 million US dollar, like this. Okay, so this company code currency is nothing but the currency in the which country you stays, and all your external financial activities happen only in this currency. Your customer currency means your company is in India, but you may have customers in 180 countries. Okay, so customer currency means in which country he is locating that currency. Why? Because your company code, your company currency is INR. If your customer is in US, he will place your order in US dollars. Okay, but when it reach your company, it should show you in INR. Why? Because in India we don't know how many dollars, we cannot convert it, right? We cannot take a calculator and we cannot convert. So when your customer from US place an order to you, it should show you in INR, and when you send a quotation to again your customer, this INR should convert again to US dollars, and it will go to as in US dollars to your customer. Okay, so then conversion exchange rate will be automatically happen. Actually the transaction code is OC41, where they maintain exchange rate. This is done by FI consultants anyway, you do not to look this, but we will only maintain that exchange rate. Later I'll show you again. Okay, so don't confuse between this company code currency and customer currency. Okay, see, whenever we do some configuration, as we already discussed, customizing request, you can see here. So if you create a Word document, you give some name, meaningful, and save it. So here for the first time, if you are configuring the new guys, see, you will not, you will see this fields blank. You'll see this field blank. So at that time, what you need to do is you need to click this icon which is called as create request. Okay, click this, and system will just give some description and save it. Say company code config, like this, something, just give some description and click on save. System itself will prompt some number and like. So in the real time also you should do the same thing. You need to save every configuration with a meaningful description, and later you will take this and put it in the Excel sheet along with the description, and you send it to the basis guy so that he can transport from one server to other server. And every configuration to take effect, you need to save it. If you save, then only this configuration will be saved. If not, it will not be saved. Okay, so don't forget, if you are doing any configuration, you should save it. That's where the many people do the mistake. They do everything, press enter, leave, and again you search, you will not find that. Only company code and the sales or take time. Rest everything copies very quick. Press enter, just ignore and go ahead. So now you can see system says copying. Okay, press and just press enter and go ahead. Don't worry about anything. You used to call me on my cell phone. Say that when you need my love. Press enter. Lots of enter, it will ask. Just press enter and go ahead. You see what system says? Okay, it's copied. Okay, let's see what is the finished object. Selected object is, I have selected 1000, and what is the completed activities? Company code 1000 has been copied to ZMU2. That means all the functionalities what are there for 1000 standard is also there now for my user defined ZMU2. Okay, but this 1000 is standard. I copied it standard. That means the currency of 1000 is euros. The language of 1000 is DE, that is German, and the country is German. But I am in India. I want it to localize it. How you do that? So go back, select this edit company code. Takes a lot of time actually. Okay, so here just select whatever you just configured, that is ZMU2, right? Select this, you should find it here. Yeah, I have it here. But you see what the company name is, IDAS AG, the standard. But I don't want this. I want to uh, configure or change it according to the company's my requirement. So select this and go to this icon is details. The blue color magnifying glass, what you're seeing, this is details. This is copy button. This is delete button, and this is select all. This is deselect all. Okay, so these are the icons you have here, and this is change icon, the pencil what you're seeing here. So select this and go to the details. You see company name is IG, but I don't want this. I want it to be something, give it whatever name you want, you can remember. Okay, my city is not Frankfurt, my city is like say Hyderabad, and my country is India, and my currency is INR, and the language is EN, English. So like this, localize it according to you. And you see this icon here on the right, which shows like a postcard. This is nothing but it's an address. As we discussed, company code is a physical location. It's a registered address, right? So you need to change the address. So click on this address and maintain address as per your these things, like say uh, zip code or phone number. Okay, everything maintain it according to your requirement. Okay, so this is how you configure a company code. Okay, you maintain you first define a organization unit, that is first company code. Okay, you maintain it like this first. Okay, change it like this, title company. Okay, this again Galaxy, put your address. Okay, and such term will help us you to easily find out. So just give some meaningful name, give your address, postal code, everything. Okay, so once everything you've done, I'm not saving it actually, why? Because I have a lot already in my system. Do you want to exit? Yes, I want to exit. Okay, so and once you do, save it. Okay, without saving, this changes what you have done will not be taking effect. Okay, but see, if you want to, okay, let me come back. Earlier we have copied, right? Changes first. No, earlier we copied first, but without copying I can also create directly. How? That is, if I click on this edit company code, you see new entries. If I click this, I can give my own, but there is no sure that everything will be copied. That means everything will be clearly assigned and defined. So that's the best practice what you need to do. So you can create by just going to the new entries also. So now we have our company code in our system. Okay, what the next, which is the organization unit we need to define, that is sales organization. Okay, as an SD consultant, first highest organization unit for the sales and distribution is sales organization. So now let's define sales organization, and you'll see the sales organization under sales and distribution block here. Okay, sales and distribution. So select this sales and distribution and define, copy, delete, check sales and distribution. Select this, and again either you can define your own directly going to new entries, or you can copy, delete, check. So best practice, just copy, and this icon, copy icon, Okay, so standard again is 1000, copy it from there, 1000, and you can give same sales organization whatever we just given, or if you feel that you will be confused, you can give something else. Okay, I will take it like this, ZMU3, enter. Again it will copy a lot, it will ask for you, just press enter and go ahead. Okay, you see here, so either you can save in the same transaction or transport request, or again you can create your own, but don't create in the IDA system, let it be in one. Okay, so don't waste time in creating this in the, but in the real time you should not do that. In the real time you should share every configuration you need to save in a new request. Okay, so just go ahead, press enter. So sales organization 1000 has been copied to ZMU3, and you can see the completed activity also the same, it's done. So let's go back and again customize as per your requirements, copy delete check. Okay, yeah, you can just click this define sales organization now, and there just go to the position here and search for yours, that is ZMU3, and you see again it says Germany Frankfurt, but it's not ours, right? So just go to the first you see this address. As we discussed, sales organization is also a physical location where vice president sales and general manager sales will sit and take the strategic decision. So whichever is a physical, that will have the address. So in the last session or sometime, Arun, you were asking one question, right? What is the difference between distribution channel and something else? Okay, you can see the clear difference here. Like see, here if it's a physical, it will have an address like this. Okay, and just go there and give your address, and most important thing is your email ID in the screen, the company's email ID. Why? Because any email, any communication to your customer, if you want to send it to from your company, that will go through this email ID. Okay, the sender email ID which we send from your company to customer, the email ID is here, this one. Okay, whatever you maintain here. Okay, so just give the address, everything, and just select the details. We have some details here, select the details. Then after you have statistical currency, just give the same what we call company code currency itself, you need to put it here. Okay, then we have some controls here, let's see what are they. The first is sales calendar, sales or calendar. Okay, yeah, so let's discuss this. What's this? So you'll be finding different calendars here, like now you're seeing sales or calendar, right? You'll also see factory calendar. Okay, factory calendar is nothing but a sales calendar. Sales or calendar, factory calendar, everything is same, but factory calendar you use at plant level. Sales or calendar you use it to for sales purpose. That means in delivery you want to know whether today is a holiday or working day. How you will know that? With the calendar. And you'll also have one more custom calendar which is called as customer calendar. So if you want to deliver something to your customer, you should know whether he is working on that day or not, right? It's first thing you should know is whether your company is working or not, it's a holiday or what for your company. At the same time, you should also know your customers' working hours and working days. Then only you can schedule a delivery. Okay. So for that the reason we will be having customer calendar also. So first let's see what is a factory calendar. Okay. A factory calendar is nothing but a calendar which defines the working days, holidays of your company. See, January 1st, your company's government release a calendar. In that, it will be having everything, right? Festivals, holidays, everything will be there in that. Okay. So how do you define a calendar in SAP? So defining a calendar, it's not SD job, it's a HR job. HR consultants, they will be doing this. You need not worry about that, but you should know that. Okay. The transaction code to create a calendar is SCAL. Okay, SCAL is a transaction to create a calendar. So let me open Escal. So go to the transact and see. I was in the screen, right? If I want to open in the same screen, I can open it. Okay, but it will not open it. Okay, if you want to open the same screen, what you need to do is you need to prefix it with /n. If you prefix it with /n and I type escal, then it will override the screen, and with the same screen in the same window this escal transaction will open. If you want that to be open in a new screen, that means you want to remain the screen as it is, but you want that new transaction to be opened in a new screen, then prefix it with a /o and type escal. You see, this sales organization is as it is, and it has opened a new window for calendar. Okay, so if you want to open something in the same window, use /n. If you want to open something in a new window, keeping this working window like that, then you should prefix a transaction code with /o. Okay, so this is a calendar. Okay, if you want to prepare a calendar, okay, if you want to prepare a calendar, what you should know? First, you should know what are the working days and what are the holidays. When I say holidays, you should know what is that holiday, whether it's a Gandhi Jayanti or Independence Day, or it's a Christmas, Diwali. You should know, right? First you should know. So that's the reason first. And you know, in the corporates, what they do, they release a calendar, and they also release separately, which is called as a holiday calendar. That means in banks also you'll be seeing that holiday calendar. That means in that calendar you'll find only holidays. Okay. So first you should define holidays. Then after, what you do, you will put that holidays into a calendar. So first you need to define what are the public holidays. How do you do that? Select this and change mode. This pencil symbol is icon is change mode. Click that. Okay, so here you see SAP has given lots and lots of holidays already, lots and throughout the world actually, but Independence Day, Boxing Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day, okay, or New Year, Christmas, Diwali, Gandhi Jayanti, lots of holidays SAP has given. But still, if you could not find something here, you can create your own. Okay, regional specific, you don't find Baisakhi, you create it. Okay, like the region specific, if you don't find something, you can also create. Okay. So this is how you create. First you define your holidays separately. Then after, what you'll do, you'll put all, you see, Deepavali. So you'll put all your holidays into one calendar, which is called as a holiday calendar. Okay. You'll put all these particular holidays into a holiday calendar like this. Then after, what you do, you create your calendar, that is factory calendar. Select this and click here. And whatever the holiday calendar you have given here, you will be defining here. Say suppose I go to create a new calendar, system will ask you here, whatever the factory calendar earlier, holiday calendar earlier you have created with all the list of holidays, mention that here, 2-digit, and give your factory calendar some number, like say ZQ is mine, and specify what is your working days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday holiday, Sunday holiday, public holiday. Okay, and factory date starts on what day. Okay, you can specify here. So this is how you will be defining the calendar. But this is not done by SD guys. You will be only maintaining this ZQ. Whatever the HR guys maintain, this ZQ, you will use it here. That's it. Instead of 01, you will use it ZQ, which is defined, so that all that which is configured in the calendar will be pulled here. Okay, so that's what the sales org calendar is all about. Okay, the next field is rebate proactive. I hope you might be knowing rebates. Can anyone tell what is a rebate and what is the difference between rebate and discount? Anyone? No? Okay, discount is which is given immediately without any condition. That means shopkeeper told you some 1,000 rupees for some product and you bargained it for 800, he accepted it and he is giving it. That's it. This is discount. Okay. Rebate. Rebate is a conditional discount. Okay. Rebate is a conditional discount. That means some product 1,000 rupees, you bargain for 800. So what shopkeeper tells here is, if you buy 100 products, then I'll give this for this price. So what is the condition here? Buying 100 products. So rebates is a conditional discount and discount is unconditional discount. And rebate is a future settlement. That means shopkeeper is telling that you should buy 100 products in 1 month, then I'll give this for this price. So when you will get this discount after 1 month. Why? Because after 1 month, if you buy 100 products, he will charge you only 800 per product. After 1 month, if you don't buy 100 products, then he will charge you 1,000 rupees per product. Okay. So rebates is a conditional discount which is settled at the later date. Discount is which is offered instantly. That's the discount difference between rebates. Anyway, we will be seeing rebates as a concept altogether later. Okay. And if you want to process rebates in your organization, okay, if you want to process rebates in your organization, you need to activate 3 prerequisites. Okay, you need to activate 3 prerequisites if you want to have, activate rebates in your organization. The first prerequisite is in the sales organization, which is called as rebate proactive. Okay, first activation you need to do this here. Second, you will be finding in a customer master, and the third you'll be finding in the WOFA billing document types. When it comes there, I'll show you again. This is called as only rebates at that time, and this is called as relevant for rebates. Okay, and this is called as rebate proactive. So this fields rebate proactive, rebate in the customer master, and relevant for rebate in WOFA, that is billing document type, should be activated. Then only you can process rebates in an organization. Okay, so this is a prerequisite what you are seeing here. Okay, the next is ALE configuration. So ALE is nothing but it's an EDA technology of SAP. Okay, I hope you might be knowing already EDA. We already discussed in the first session, I guess. EDA is electronic data interchange, which will help to transport the or exchange the data between the companies safely and securely and quickly. ALE is a SAP's own technology, help to communicate between an SAP system to SAP system or an SAP system to non-SAP system with the help of middlewares. Okay, so to exchange the data seamlessly. Okay, so if you have ALE and your customer also is having ALE, so to raise a PO, that means if say this is your customer's system and this is your company SAP system, if your customer raise a PO, this PO will be automatically converted as an order in your system, and then order confirmation will be automatically sent to your customer. Okay, so if you have third party and say suppose non-SAP system, you have some middleware between your company SAP system and your vendor non-SAP system. So third party means your company don't manufacture the products, you procure it from vendor and you sell it to customer for some profit margin. So when you create an order here in SAP system, it will be automatically created as a PO at the vendor system. So how this automatic PO is done? With the help of this ALE configuration for purchase order, what you are seeing in the sales organization, plus we have a concept, one thing called as item categories. In that, the item category for third party is TAS. There you have a field called create PO automatic. Okay, so these two fields, that is create PO automatic in the item category, and whatever the configuration you are seeing here, ALE configuration for third party purchase order, will help you to trigger PO automatically in the third party and IPO process. Okay, so I'll just only learn definition at this point of time. Don't worry about these things. When it comes there, I will again show you. Okay, so that's what the controls what we have in the sales organization. Okay, let's come back, and what's the next thing we have to define? Distribution channel, right? So let's come back and see defining a distribution channel. So it's right behind, like below the sales organization. Just click this and see distribution channel. You need not to copy it. Okay, you can directly define it. You need not to copy. Just click on distribution channel, define distribution channel, and go to new entries and give something like this: 10 dealer. Okay, 20 distributed, like this. Just give it, and you see here you could, there is no details icon or there is no address icon. It's a virtual. Okay, it doesn't, it's not a physical. Okay, so that it doesn't has a details icon, or it doesn't have an address icon. Okay, just create whatever it is, 10, 20, 30, 40, like this: dealer, distributor, these all things. Save it. Save, you should save it. Okay, save it and come back. So we have created distribution channels. Okay, 10, 20, 30, like this. Then next, what is the next one? Sales org, distribution channel, and division. You see, can you find a division under the sales and distribution? No. Division you will find under logistics general. Okay, logistics general, you'll find the division, define, copy, delete, check division. Even division, it's a virtual term. You need not to copy it. Directly go to define division, double click it, and go to new entries and create your own division. Say like 10. Uh, it can be anything, like say SUV, and say 20. It can be sedan, like this. Okay, and even this is a virtual. You can see here there's no details icon, or there is no address. Okay, so just give what are the divisions you want to maintain your project and come back. Okay, so now I hope you're getting it right. First, we are trying to define all the organizational elements individually. Okay, all the things are individually. Or see, the best thing what you can do is, I have shared one BBP, right? Try to follow that BBP, try to imitate that, try to create whatever there in the BBP in your system. That means that is completely one implementation. Okay, we were talking about that Charna steel casting, which I already sent you. That is one implementation, real-time implementation. So try to do the same thing. Okay, so division, it's finished. So now you have sales organization, distribution channel, division. The next is you need to create sales office. Sales office is of sales and distribution part. So come down here and click here, and you can create directly. Go to new entries. My sales office, say 100 or 1000. Description, give it say northern region office or something. And you see here sales office is like your bank branch, physical. That's the reason you find an address for this. Okay, so give a relevant address for your sales office and save it. Okay, so like that, create one or two sales office, come back. So in under the sales office you will be having sales group. So now you need to create a sales group. So sales group, select this, and again it's a virtual, so you don't have an address for this. So 1000, like same, you can give it and give some description, like say SUV department or SUV group, like this. Okay, give something and save it, come back. Don't create much, hardly create one, two is enough. Okay, not one, at least two. For everything, at least maintain two. So now you have finished everything under the sales and distribution part. So let's see under MM what you need to create. Under MM, what you need to create? Plant. Plant is the highest organization, right? So let's go to the MM.
Plant purchase organization.
No use of purchase organization. Why? Because we are not going to that detail level. You see, plant you will not find under materials management. Plant again you will find under logistics general. Okay. So plant. Select this. Plant again you need to copy. Why? Because lot of configurations, tables, programs assigned to it. So copy, delete, check plant. Copy it. Copy it from the standard 1000. See, plant again takes lot of time. So just let it be open. Take lot of time. Yeah. So copy it from the standard 1000 and give some name whichever you can. As I told you, so take a pen and paper and write this. Tomorrow later you cannot remember this actually. You feel that okay I can remember, but you cannot. So ZMU4 is my plant. Enter. Yeah, you see here, if it's in real time, you need to do it in the separate request, but here you don't do that. Just press enter and go ahead. Okay, so it's been copied. Okay, yeah, it's copied. So let's come back and see plant. Again, it's a physical location and it has some configuration controls which you need to define as per your requirement. So go to define plant, search for your plant position, search for your plant. Okay, so what is the plant we had just given? ZMU4, right? So select your plant and you see as the plant is again a physical location, you have an address, so just go there and give all the address relevant to that. And plant has some details, configuration controls like a currency, language, okay, and the factory calendar. Again you see here factory calendar. So in the interview sometimes they may ask you a question saying that in how many places we assign plant. Okay, how many places we assign a plant. So first place what we have seen the plant in the sales organization, which is called as a sales org calendar, right? And now what you're seeing is called as factory calendar, and that it in the plant. Okay, first is in sales organization, second is plant. Okay, third I'll show you later. So just come here and you need not to do nothing. If you want, if you define your own plant, then assign a plant here. Country, these are the fields you need to know. Okay, so give your what we call this address and save it and come back. Okay, after plant you need to create is a storage location. Okay, storage location you'll be seeing under materials management. Storage location, come here. So if you want to define a storage location is under a plant, right? First you need to give your work area. Work area means it's nothing but you can see here plant. Why? Because what is storage location? Storage location is a part of plant. Okay, it's a part of plant. So first you need to give your plant and then you need to define your storage locations. So just give your plant, say mine is Z900, enter. Okay, and here you can assign, you see under this plant you can assign, go to new entries and you see Z900 is plant, and here you can give the storage locations and save it. Okay, so this is storage location, how you define, come back. Okay, then next what you need to define is shipping point. Okay, shipping point deals with the shipping delivery, right? That will be under the logistics execution, LE. Come here under logistics execution and open this delete define copy delete check shipping point, click on the IMG activity, and you can directly define a shipping point or you can copy it standard. Okay, better it's copy. Okay, copy it from standard. So you know the copying process, so I'll just skip the copying process. Let me go back and open a standard and show you. Okay, define shipping point. Okay, you see shipping point is a physical, which we already discussed, like say rail or truck, like this, right? So it has an address, so just define your address. And shipping point also has some important controls. Go to the configuration controls details. You see factory calendar. So I was asking a question, right? In the interviews also, they are many times asked this question, saying that how many places we assign a calendar as per your knowledge. That is SD. That means one is sales org calendar, what we've seen in the sales organization. First, second is factory calendar in the plant, and the third place where you assign a calendar is shipping point, what you're seeing here. And your shipping point is nothing but your departure zone. Okay, departure zone means from where your goods leave from your plant, and your customer location is called as destination zone. Okay, departure destination zone. Okay, shipping point nothing but a plant in the it's part of a parallel to plant, so it's a departure zone. And what you'll be seeing here is pick pack time and loading time. Okay, the pick pack time means how much time it will take to pick the goods and pack the goods, and how much time it will take to load the goods onto truck or wagons. Okay, the time you will be defining here. Okay, so in the interview sometimes they may ask this question saying that where can I maintain pick pack time other than shipping point. Okay, you can see here in shipping point we can maintain pick pack time here, but they will be asking in the interviews where can I maintain pick pack time other than shipping point. Okay, so other than shipping point you can maintain pick pack time in a topic called as route determination. Okay, in the route determination, which we will see in the LE, there you can maintain pick pack time other than the shipping point. Okay, so these are the controls what we have completely. Let's see one more thing, storage location. I hope we haven't seen that. Actually it's not that. Storage location very important. It's under storage we have seen, right? Yeah, we have covered almost everything then. Okay, so let's just a moment, I'll show you in the document everything. You see first defining a company code, then after sales organization, then after distribution channel, division, sales office, sales group, plant, storage location, shipping point. Okay, so you need to first define all the organization elements individually, then after you need to assign these to one to one or like depending upon the relation you need to assign them. Okay, so we'll see this assignment in the next session. So tomorrow we'll not have a session actually. I'm going to a volunteer for the flood affected areas. Okay, so tomorrow we'll not have a session. Monday we'll have a session. Okay, so take time this weekend and configure this in your system. Okay, so any questions for today?
Hello, Praveen.
Yeah, Madhuri, go ahead.
Uh, at, when we will get this document in Drive, you have told, right?
Which one?
Actually, just say
Configuration
that
document?
the document R&R folder in my
Yeah,
Drive.
yeah, it is in the drive. I have sent a drive mail.
So,
In that you'll be
okay, so you
having.
have send a mail.
I could not hear you. Can you be a little louder?
Wait. Ha- Praveen, I was asking your Google Drive address.
It's Praveen SAP
Hello.
SD. Praveen SAP SD training at gmail.com.
Can you just ping on a Skype where our group is there so that everyone can know?
Yeah. I already shared with you, everyone actually, that email. Okay, anyway, I'll
Okay,
share it
I will
again.
check.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, server access I will put on the Skype group, the guy's name. You can contact him and you can get it from there. Okay. Yeah, any more questions? Anyone? Okay, hope so no questions. We'll call it a day today and catch back on Monday. Good night everyone and a happy weekend. Bye bye. Arun,
Thank
go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, you have sent me mail, right? So I'll go through the questions, Arun. If possible, I'll share I'll the mail itself, or else in the next session we'll take 5 minutes and I can solve that for you today. Okay. Okay then. Yeah. Bye bye.